Hi, I'm Frances.
And I'm Danielle.
We're with Ocean Connectors. Welcome to downtown San Diego, where you'll get to embark on a whale watching adventure with Ocean Connectors and our partners at Flagship Cruises and Events. Ocean Connectors and Flagship have been working together for more than 10 years to take students just like you on whale watching field trips.
Today we are going to go whale watching with Flagship Cruises and Events. Let's hop off the bus and walk over to our boat. Look! Can you see which boat we will be taking today? We will be going on the Marietta.
Hi there, my name is Brad, the president of Flagship Cruises and Events. We operate a fleet of 11 boats that do ferries, whale watching, harbor tours, as well as private charters, dinner cruises, and water taxis. Flagship is a family-owned and operated business that started in San Diego in 1915. We have been partnering with Ocean Connectors since 2009 and are excited to support them for many years to come.
First, we will take our seats and then learn about the rules we will need to follow aboard the boat today. Being aboard a boat in the ocean can be a really fun and exciting experience, but we all need to follow a few rules to help keep us safe. Number 1, make sure we are walking at all times. 2, be respectful of all guests. And 3, it is always a good idea to keep at least one hand on the boat at all times, because sometimes the waves can get bumpy. To help us stay feeling well the entire trip, it is also helpful to keep looking out at the horizon. That's the line where the sky and the water meet. When we are on a boat, we use the clock system to point things out. The front of the boat, or bow, is always 12 o'clock. The back of the boat, or stern, is 6 o'clock. The right side, or starboard side, of the boat is 3 o'clock, and the left, or port, side of the boat is 9 o'clock. It will take us some time to get all the way out of the bay and into the open ocean. While we wait, let's learn some cool facts about some of the sights in San Diego Bay. On our right is the USS Midway Museum. This museum gives the public a view of life as a sailor for the U.S. Navy. You can explore exhibits such as the flight deck, aircraft gallery, the remembrance gallery, and more. Check out all of the different naval ships in this area. Many different ships come into San Diego Bay, including cargo, military, and cruise ships. While we are heading out of San Diego Bay, we will stay seated, get used to the movement of the boat, and learn about some of San Diego Bay's history. Look behind you at our 6 o'clock. You can see a great view of downtown San Diego. The tallest building is 500 feet tall. What is that over there? We can see a couple of sea lions taking a nap on a green buoy. Coming up on our right is the submarine base. San Diego is home to 5 submarines located at Naval Base Point Loma. Oh, look! A submarine is coming in right now. We may get a chance to see a variety of cool military ships, other boats, and aircraft during our field trip today. Wow, check out the Coast Guard helicopter flying by. This helicopter is called a Jayhawk. Just past the submarine base is Cabrillo National Monument. It is a great place to visit with your family, to go tide pooling, and to learn about the history of Southern California. The original Point Loma Lighthouse is way up on the top of the hill. It was built in 1855 by the U.S. government after California was designated a state. As we come to the tip of Point Loma, the new lighthouse comes into view. Once we pass this lighthouse, we are officially in the open ocean, and we can start to look for whales. The whale we are going to be looking for today is called the gray whale. They migrate around 12,000 miles from their feeding grounds in Alaska to their birthing grounds in Baja, California, and back each year. And they can be seen off the coast of San Diego from December through April. We could also see other types of whales and dolphins in this area, like the fin whale, humpback whale, common dolphins, bottlenose dolphins, and Pacific white-sided dolphins. So, how do we spot our whales? The first thing we will look for is their blow. This is when whales are coming up to the surface to breathe and creates a mist. Did you know that a whale's spout can come out at 200 miles per hour and shoot 15 feet in the air? A gray whale has 2 blowholes, so when they come up to breathe, and if there's not much wind, their blow resembles the shape of a heart. Other behaviors we could see from whales include breaching. That's when a whale jumps out of the ocean. We could also see them snorkeling, which is when the whale swims slowly just under the surface of the water, and spy hopping, which is when the whale pokes its head up out of the water to take a look around. We will pass around a variety of educational materials today so that you can learn as much as possible about the species of whales and dolphins that live off our coast. While we wait to find a whale, let's take a look at all the different types of whales on this guide. The blue whale is the biggest of all animals and can grow over 100 feet long. Look at how small the orca is in comparison. Orcas are actually a type of dolphin. Did you know the orca is a natural predator of young gray whales? Orcas work in groups to hunt whales, seals, and fish. This is what an orca's tooth looks like. Pretty big, right? But this is what a sperm whale's tooth looks like. It is way bigger. Take a look at how big a sperm whale is compared to an orca. Sperm whales use teeth to help them eat giant squid and octopus. Sperm whales usually only have teeth on their lower jaw, but orcas, and all types of dolphins, have teeth on both their upper and lower jaw. But not all whales have teeth. Some whales have baleen instead. Baleen is made out of keratin, the same stuff that makes up our fingernails and hair. It looks a little bit like a broom. Baleen acts like a filter for the whales to trap their food. Feel your fingernails. Baleen whales can have hundreds of these plates in their upper jaw, and they use them to filter small food out of the water, such as krill. Krill looks like small shrimp. Take a look. Those tiny little black dots are their eyes. a blue whale can eat around 10,000 to 15,000 pounds of food in a day. There are about 450 krill in 1 pound, so that's over 4 million krill each day. These little animals are called amphipods. Amphipods are a main food source for gray whales, especially while they are in the Arctic. Unfortunately, melting ice in the Arctic can have a negative impact on the whale's food source. We can use this tuning fork to simulate a whale's hearing and how sound travels through the bones in our skull, even when our ears can't hear it. Whales have excellent hearing and use sound to communicate, locate food, and navigate. Sounds made by whales include clicks, whistles, and calls. Scientists study how whales communicate and use echolocation, and they also study how other underwater noises, like sonar and explosives, can affect the whales. This subject is called whale acoustics. Whale, 2 o'clock! We've spotted our first gray whale. Tell it is a gray whale because it has no dorsal fin on its back and has gray markings on its body. It is important for us to keep the boat off to the sides of the whale so that we do not cut off their path or get too close. Whales have many problems they face, and sometimes when boats get too close, they can run into the whales. They also can have their hearing damaged from sonar, get caught in nets as bycatch, and even be affected by pollution such as oil spills. We are lucky to have such great captains at Flagship, so we know we will keep these whales safe as we view them from a distance. Adult gray whales can grow up to 50 feet long. That's a little bigger than a school bus. Can you see the white spots and bumps on the whale? Those are barnacles and whale lice. They are harmless crustaceans that live on the whale's body. Baby gray whales are darker in color and have fewer barnacles and whale lice on their bodies. This is because whales are not born with these things, but pick them up in the water as they get older. Wow, there goes a fin whale. These are very fast whales, and they are the second largest, after the blue whale. We can see its dorsal fin. The dorsal fin is the top fin on a whale's body. When whales go down for a deeper dive, they thrust their bodies forward, and you may get to see their tail come up into the air. A whale's tail is called a fluke. When you see a fluke, it means the whale is probably going down for a deeper dive, and might not come up again for a while. Today is such a special day because we have a super rare sighting. We've spotted some false killer whales. They are solid black and smaller than orcas. We don't get to see these very often off the coast of San Diego. As we continue on, keep an eye out for large clusters of birds over the water. This can mean that there's a lot of fish on the water, or what we call a bait ball. And where there is fish, there can be animals that like to eat fish, like dolphins. Dolphins love to play in the waves created by our boat. That's called the wake of the boat. Look at them jumping and splashing right below us. There are many different types of dolphins. The ones jumping next to our boat right now are called common dolphins. You can recognize them because of the yellowish white patches on their sides. Some dolphins can jump as high as 25 feet in the air. How lucky are we? There's a humpback whale breaching right outside the bay. As we're heading back to shore, there's another cool animal, a brown pelican. Pelicans plunge headfirst into the water to scoop up fish in their bill. Then they tilt their heads down to drain the water out of the pouch, then toss their head back to swallow the fish whole. Biofacts are natural artifacts. One of your classmates is looking closely at a sample of whale lice. Whale lice and barnacles live on gray whale skin. Whale lice are a type of crustacean that feeds on the whale's dead skin. Don't worry, it doesn't harm the whale. These are barnacles. They release a sticky substance that acts like cement to help them stick onto whatever object they can get a hold of. Barnacles feed through feather-like body parts that filter microscopic organisms from the water. When the tide goes out, or when a whale goes up to the surface, the barnacle closes to trap moisture inside. Don't forget to keep looking around as we return to the San Diego Bay. Something is coming up on the side of the boat. What do you think it is? Look at all those sea lions lying on the bait docks. We can also see a lot of birds here. The black ones are diving birds called cormorants, and the white birds are called egrets. Both love to eat fish. Sea lions have external ears, meaning they stick out from their body and we can see them. Do you see them here? Seals have internal ears that we can't see on the outside. Sea lions also move better on land because they have larger front flippers. We made it back to the harbor. We must say a big thank you to the captain and crew of the Marietta for helping us have a fun and safe voyage. Did you know you can come back and go whale watching again with Flagship? Whale watching season is December through April every year. Our partners at Flagship Cruises and Events are essential to helping provide this field trip for you. We are so grateful for their many years of support. I hope you enjoyed your field trip today. See you next time.